Hello students, this is C.B. Manoj from MIT College. This is my fifth lecture on chromosomal basis of inheritance. Hope so you have watched my video lectures on the same topic. In those lectures, I have explained you about the structure of chromosomes, the different types of chromosomes, and what all we need to know about a chromosome, about a gene. All those are explained in my previous lecture. This lecture includes the subtopic on linkage and crossing over. Fine? What do you mean by linkage? Or what is this genetic linkage? Genetic linkage is the tendency of a DNA sequences that are close together on a chromosome to be inherited together during the meiosis phase of sexual reproduction. Now, what does this statement explains or signifies? Genetic linkage is nothing but the tendency of DNA sequence, that is, the tendency of the gene which are present on the chromosome, which are present on a chromosome, which are close together and which are inherited in the next generation even after meiosis during the sexual reproduction. Because if you just recall the terms, the theory behind meiosis, what happens in meiosis 1? There is a recombination taking place from prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Recombination means after crossing over of the homologous chromosome, the recombinants are formed which are not identical to the parental type. So that recombination takes place only when the genes present on the chromosome are far more apart. But here what I am saying is the DNA sequences or the genes which are present on this chromosome, if they are close together and they are inherited together in the next generation, even after meiosis, that is nothing but called as genetic linkage. From the word linkage, you must have understood this. It is something signifying linking. Linking, what has been linked? Here, genes are linked. But where are those genes present? They are present on the chromosomes. Fine. Now that is nothing but genetic linkage. Now you can explain in the other way around. The tendency of genes to remain together in their original combination during inheritance is called as linkage. Means what here they want to say is the tendency of the genes that are together on the chromosome in the original combination even during inheritance is called linkage. What is inheritance? The transmission of characters, genetic characters from the parent to the offspring is called as inheritance. Means even after inheritance, the genes are remaining together. The way it was there in the parental condition, in their original condition, same way it will be there in their offspring. And that is nothing but called as linkage. You need to know from the word itself, understand the word linkage. That means something is linked with each other. That something is nothing but genes. But where are these genes present? In the chromosomes. Okay. So these genes, the genes are a very, very large amount from 20,000, 30,000. So many genes are present. And the chromosomes, how many pairs there are? Just 23 pairs in human beings. I'm taking an example. So these genes, they are somehow in close contact with each other. Some of the genes, they are far apart from each other. So the one which is in contact with each other, they still remain. The one which is very close to each other, they still remain together even after undergoing meiosis. That is, they are not undergoing any crossing over. They cannot be separated even in the meiosis state. And those genes, they remain together even in their original condition during inheritance. And those are nothing but called as linked genes. Okay, next, the two genes that are physically near to each other are unlikely to be separated. Means they are not likely to be separated onto different chromatids during chromosomal crossover. Chromosomal crossover means the crossing over of the chromatids which takes place during the meiosis one, and are therefore said to be more linked than the genes that are far apart. There are so many genes on the chromosome. Some genes, they are close to each other. Some genes, they are far more apart from each other. So the genes which are close to each other, they cannot be separated. But the genes which are very far away from each other, they can be easily separated by the crossing over which takes place during meiosis. This is a basic of genetic linkage. That means the genes which are close to each other, they resemble the parent, and the gene which is far apart, far away from each other or apart from each other, they are nothing but the recombinants, which are non-parental condition after inheritance. In other words, the nearer the two genes on the chromosome, the lower the chances of recombination between the parents, and the more likely they are to be inherited together. Genes on different chromosomes are perfectly unlinked. Means far the distance, more the recombination, closer is the genes, less is the recombination on the chromosome. And the term linkage was given by the scientist T.H. Morgan. Okay. Genetic linkage. Genetic linkage is a tendency of alleles. Alleles means, if you remember alleles, we have done some of the definitions in genetic inheritance and variation. The Mendel's chapter, we have gone through some of the definitions which are linked with genetics. In that definition, you must have come across the word alleles. Suppose if you take the Mendelian characters, the P characters such as what you call tall and dwarf. Now capital T and small t, they are alleles of a character, of particular character. That character is what? Height of the P plant. So it has got two alleles. One is capital T and one is small t. Or it can be capital T, or it can be small t, small t. So those two are what? They are alleles of each other. So here what are they saying? Genetic linkage is a tendency of the alleles that are located close together on a chromosome to be inherited together during meiosis. Means even after meiosis, these alleles of a particular gene, they are still in a close to inherited together because they are in close contact, they are close together on a chromosome. Okay, now genes whose loci are nearer to each other are less likely to be separated onto different chromatids during chromosomal crossover and are therefore said to be genetically linked. That means what are they saying? Now what is loci? Loci is nothing but the position or the place where the genes are located on the chromosome. The genes which are whose loci, they are nearer to each other, they are less likely, they are not very easily, they cannot be easily separated from the different to a different chromatid during chromosomal crossover, or you can say during the crossing. And therefore those chromatids, those genes on the chromosome are called as the linked genes. In other words, the nearer two genes are on a chromosome, the lower is the chance of swapping occurring between them, and more likely they are to be inherited together. Swapping means what? If you remember the homologous chromosome, they have those chromatids too. So non-homologous, homologous chromatids, they have got a chromatid. Now between the chromatids, the sister chromatids, the crossing over takes place between the non-sister chromatids of the two non-homologous chromosomes. Also crossing over takes place. So when the crossing over takes place, exchange of the genetic material takes place. So exchange of genetic material, I can use the word swapping over here. So swapping takes place when there's a crossing over takes place. But the crossing over will take place only when the genes on the chromosome are located very far away from each other. If the genes on the chromosome are located nearer to each other, then the swapping does not take place, less likely or low chance of swapping to take place during crossing over, and those genes are inherited together. Okay, even after meiosis. Now, why is the genetic linkage come into picture? Why? What is the reason behind that? Because in organism, genes are far more in number than the number of chromosomes, which implies that each chromosome contains many loci. Obviously, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes and there are 19 to 20,000 genes in a human system, in a human cell. That means you can understand how much is the number of genes on the chromosome. So, to know that location, or to know the what is the actual framework of the genes, you need to study about the genetic linkage. To study about the genetic mutation all taking place or genetic disorders, you need to study genetic linkage. Okay, now if you see in human beings, the genomic size is 3,23,483. Okay, 4,083 mega base pairs in haploid genome. If you say in diploid genome, so many, it's a genomic size 6,46,966. So many, what you call mega base pairs are present in this humans as genomic size. But the number of genes, how much it is? 19,000 to 20,000 genes are present in a human being. At the same time, how many chromosomes are there? 23 pairs of chromosome. Out of 23 pairs, 22 are autosome and one pair is a sex chromosome, X and Y, or XX chromosome, depending upon the gender. That means there are total 46 chromosomes. Okay. Now, chromosomes are so much and but genes are so much. So you can just imagine there are different positions on this chromosome where the genes are located. But what sort of positions? Where are they present? Each gene in our body is because has got some of the other function. There are genes for a skin texture. There are genes for a skin color. There are genes for our color of the eye. Okay, there are genes for the vocal cord. So all this thing is depending upon genes in our body. So many genes are present on this 23 pairs of chromosome. In order to study these genes, we need to study genetic linkage. Now here you can see the chromosomes. Now in this chromosome, they have just shown a gene 1 and gene 2. And the gene is what? It's just the double helical structure, which we call it as DNA. Okay, so this is genes, these are genes. So many genes are present over here at different loci on the chromosome. Who's the one who came forward with the term, the discovery of genetic linkage? Not the term, the discovery of genetic linkage. William Batson and Reginald Punnett completed a study in 1905 that determined the movement of alleles found on the same chromosome. And movement of alleles means what? It's not that alleles are moving outside. It is nothing but during the crossing over. Okay, during the crossing over, the exchange of genetic material taking place. That's called as movement of alleles on the same chromosome. Thus, they used sweet peas and which characters of sweet peas, color of the flower, shape of the pollen, were studied in the inheritance pattern. Okay, so this sort of genetic linkage was done by that. Now, we need to know this chromosomal, this genetic linkage came from where. Before we start with that, you need to just brush up some things about chromosomal theory of inheritance. Sutton and Bowring proposed a chromosomal theory of inheritance in the year 1902 to 1903. According to this chromosomal theory of inheritance, it is well established that many genes are located in each chromosome in a linear fashion. In a linear way, these genes are arranged on the chromosome. And all genes located in the same chromosome would move to same pole during cell division. Now, same pole during cell division. If you remember anaphase of mitosis, or the anaphase 1 of meiosis, or anaphase 2 of meiosis 2. If you remember this, in that anaphase stage, there is separation, there is a splitting of the centromere taking place. The splitting of the centromere will pull the sister chromatids apart from each other. So they will go to opposite poles. Here what are they saying? The genes located in the same chromosome would move to the same pole during cell division. The genes which are present in the same chromosome will be pulled towards the same pole during the cell division, okay, during anaphase. As a consequence, such genes will fail to show independent segregation and would tend to be inherited together. That's what they're saying. So what happens? So such type of genes will fail to show independent segregation. There won't be any separation. Segregation means there won't be any separation between the genes and they will inherit together even in the next generation because they are in very close contact with each other. Now what is next? Is independent assortment always the case? No. Have you heard about the word independent assortment? Yes. You have heard it in Mendel's law, which is third law. Independent assortment states that during gamete formation, the two alleles for one gene they segregate or assort independently of the alleles for the other genes. Means there is a segregation of the allele for one gene takes place independently of the other gene. But if the two genes are found on the same chromosome, they will not assort independently. What they're saying, if the two genes are present on the same chromosome, they will not assort independently and they won't follow the Mendelian inheritance pattern. So those genes which are very close to each other on the same chromosome, they are not going to separate or assort independently. That means they are not following the Mendelian's laws or Mendelian inheritance patterns. So genes that are inherited together are said to be linked. So they are together. So they are the linked genes. Next, genes located on different chromosomes are not linked. Now, suppose you take two chromosomes. So genes are present on both the chromosomes. So genes which are present on both the chromosomes, they are non-linked. They are not linked genes. So this allows the independent assortment. So these genes which are present on different chromosomes, they are not linked with each other. So they will follow the independent assortment, which is the third law of Mendel. And even in dihybrid cross, they will show the classical 9s through 3s to 3s to 1 inheritance pattern. Okay, because the genes are located away from each other. So they will follow the assortment law. Genes that are located very close together on the same chromosome, they may show complete linkage. They may be so close to each other that they cannot be separated by recombination during meiosis. That is, what are they saying? Genes which are located very closely on the same chromosome, they show complete linkage. What they show? They show complete linkage because they are present on the same chromosome. That means if the genes are present same chromosome, they cannot be used for formation recombinance by recombination during meiosis. They cannot be separated from each other because they are closely placed on the chromosome. If they are distantly placed on chromosome, they are the incomplete linkage, which is our next slide, next explanation. Now, genes located far apart on same chromosome shows incomplete or partial linkage because they're easily separated by recombination. That means what they want to say, they are saying that the genes are present on different position on the chromosome. Some genes they are close to each other, some genes were very far away from each other on the same chromosome. If genes are far away from each other, they will show incomplete or partial linkage and they will be easily separated by recombination. Okay, now here you can see these are the homologous chromosomes. This is one is shown in red, other one is shown in blue. So these are the homologous chromosomes. Here you can see A, B, C. These are the linked genes. Here and here also D, E, F. Even these are the linked genes because they are present on the same chromosome. But if I say A and D, are they linked genes? The answer will be no, because they are on the different chromosomes. They are unlinked genes. A and D are unlinked genes. Then A and E are unlinked genes. A and F are unlinked genes. Okay, because they are present on a different chromosome. If I say A, B, C, they are the linked genes. And if I say D, E, F, they are the linked genes. But if I say A and D, A and E, A and F, they are the unlinked genes. If I say B and D, B and E, and B, F, F, they are the unlinked genes. They are C and D, C, E, C, all the unlinked genes. And the position where the genes are present, they are called as locus. Okay, now the cross in this picture is to show what is this linked genes and what is unlinked genes. If you see B and C, B and C are very close to each other. So what happens? So here the crossing over taking place will be very least, minimum. But if you say A and B, the crossing over might take place between these two chromosomes and they might separate A from B because the distance between A and B is a little bit more as compared to distance between B and C. Okay, that means here the distance is too much. They are far apart from A and B, are far apart from each other. So here recombination can take place. But B and C, they are in very close contact with each other. The distance between two is very less. So recombinant formation because of crossing over will be at a minimum. This picture is showing the distance between the genes on the same chromosome and on a different chromosome. These are the homologous chromosome they are showing. Why linkage? Linkage refers to packaging genes onto chromosome. How genes are packed onto chromosome is nothing but linkage. Are the genes linked with each other is called as linkage on the chromosome. Chromosomes are therefore linkage are for organizing genes for the safe coordinated transmission from cell to cell, that is from parent to offspring. That is, chromosomes are nothing but what to study. The genes are being transmitted from parent to offspring, from one cell to the other. Because if chromosomes are transmitted, obviously genes are there on the chromosome. So when Mendel is saying that chromosomes are being transmitted, that means the genetic factors that the chromosome is transmitted, obviously genes are also transmitted because genes are present on the chromosome. Okay. What are different types of linkages? The different types of linkages are, one is a complete linkage. The first one is complete linkage. If two or more characters are inherited together and consistently appear in two or more generations in their original or parental combination, it is called complete linkage. Means the characters are inherited. The characters is because of the genes on the chromosome. If these characters are inherited together, it can be two or it can be more than two, and they appear consistently means they have to check out, they have to do the crossing several times to get the same result. If they get the same result, they fix with that result. If they get get some different result, they go for it. For why? What is the main reason the results are different? So always trial and error method is conducted in each and every experimental condition. So if two or more characters are inherited together and consistently appear in two or more generations in their original or parental combination, it is called complete linkage. The genes, they do not produce non-parental combination, because after the after the crossing over, you get a different pattern. But here crossing over does not take place because two or more characters, they are very closely placed with each other. The genes are very closely located in the same chromosome. So here non-parental combinations does not appear. Incomplete linkage. Incomplete linkage is exhibited by those genes which produce some percentage of non-parental combinations. There are non-parental combinations. Such genes are located distinctly on the chromosome. So genes which are far away from each other on the chromosome is giving rise to incomplete linkage, because there are some percentage of non-parental combination produced in the next generation. It is due to accidental or occasional breakage of chromosomal segments during crossing over. Crossing over takes place in the genes which are very far away from each other on the chromosome. Their crossing over takes place. That's the reason why non-parental combinations are produced after crossing over. Now, linked genes are not inherited together every time. Every time it's not necessary that linked genes are inherited together. Chromosomes exchange homologous genes during meiosis. What happens during meiosis? This is one chromosome, this is second chromosome. Okay. Now here what is happening, you can see here. This purple color has got a slight green color over here. This green color has got slight purple color over here. That means what? There is exchange of homologous genes taking place, and this exchange of homologous genes taking place gives rise to non-parental combination, and this is nothing but called as recombinant, because they are not identical to that of the parent. So they are called as non-parental offspring or progeny. This is because the genes are located far more apart from each other. So crossing over has taken place. So what is this? Crossing over and the inheritance of the linked genes. Linked genes don't always stay linked. This linkage groups can be separated by crossing over during prophase 1 of meiosis. That's what I'm saying. Linked genes, it's not necessary always they should stay linked. They can be separated if they're far away from each other because of crossing over during prophase 1 of meiosis. Now what is next? No crossing over. Here you can just concentrate over here. No crossing over takes place over here in this part. Daughter cells are identical to the parent cell. You can see here, this is first the DNA replication takes place, doubling takes place before cell division. Doubling up of the chromosomal material takes place before cell division. Here meiosis has, not meiosis, mitosis has taken place. This mitosis, when it has taken place, it gives rise to two diploid cells which is identical to that of the parent. Here there is no crossing over taking place. But here you can see here, crossing over occurs which causes genetic variation. Crossing over has occurred which causes genetic variation. Daughter cells are not identical to the parent cell. Here you can see this is a parent cell. After parent cell undergoing interphase, you get homologous, these are the homologous chromosome. And from this homologous chromosome, what is happening? Meiosis 2, this is meiosis 1. This cell is undergoing meiosis 1, giving rise to 2 daughter cells. And these 2 daughter cells from here, again they're undergoing meiosis 2. And this meiosis 2 giving rise to the other 4 daughter cells which are haploid. These are diploid, but these are haploid. Now, what is the difference between this parent and the offspring? The difference is, here you can see this is blue and this is red. But here you can see this exchange of the chromatids taking place. Even over here you can see the exchange of the chromatid has taken place that resulted into this daughter cell. So here crossing over has taken place. This crossing over in turns result into what? Recombinants, which are not identical to that of the parent. This is what you can see from here, in which in this there is no crossing over. So here the whatever is genes which are the whatever is a parent combination, same has obtained the offspring. But here the crossing over has taken place. So whatever is there in the parent, something different you got over here. So that is what is the crossing or genetic variation is obtained. What is this crossing over? A random exchange of DNA between two non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. If this is a homologous chromosome and the exchange of the DNA which takes place between the two non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. These are the homologous chromosomes. So there is an exchange of the genes, gametes taking place, exchange of the DNA genes taking place between the two non-sister chromatids. Okay, and that exchange is nothing but called as crossing over. This results in recombination of the genetic material. So one is purple, the other one is green over here. This A and A, B, these are the alleles on the chromosome. So here if you can see, 4 products of meiosis are obtained. So here non-recombinant chromosome, recombinant chromosome, recombinant chromosome and non-recombinant chromosome. So these two are the non-recombinant chromosome. And here you can see these are the recombinant chromosomes. That means some part of this got mixed with the green. That's what the purple has got some part of green. The green has got some part of purple. Here just to show the two different chromosomes. So the chromatic, the genetic materials exchange over here. So maximum 50% of recombination is taking place. That is 2 of recombinant chromosome, 2 are non-recombinant chromosome. Okay, what is next? Prevalence of recombination. Prevalence of recombination is dependent on the distance between the linked genes. Already explained this. How much, what is the distance between two genes? Depending on that, the recombination is obtained. Crossing over, recombination between homologous chromosomes. Here A, B, C. What are these? Are the alleles. Capital A, small a alleles. Capital B, small b are alleles. Capital C, small c are the alleles. Red and blue are the homologous chromosome. One from each parent. One from has come from male, other from the female. So they are from each parent. So they are the homologous chromosome. Here what can you see? That there is an exchange of the genetic material has taken place. That is red. A part of red is crossed with this. Part of blue is exchanged with this. So finally what you are getting? Red, blue, blue, red. That means this exchange of genetic material has taken place over here. This exchange of genetic material gives rise to what? Crossing over. That means this crossing over has taken place because if you can see over here, the distance between capital A and capital C is a little bit away. So what happens? Capital A has come here, capital C has come here. So the crossing over has separated this gene A from gene C. Okay, now the capital small a and small c a little bit away from each other. So small a and small c, they are separated from each other because they are distant from each other. By crossing over, they are separate. That is something called crossing over. What is the significance of crossing over? It produces new combinations of traits. You get new combinations of the characters. Through crossing over, segments of homologous chromosomes are interchanged and hence provide origin of new characters and genetic variation. Means what happens because of crossing over? The segments of homologous chromosomes, they are interchanged and they give rise to new characters and genetic variation. Crossing over also plays a very important role in the field of breeding to improve the varieties of plants and animals. You get good varieties, you get better varieties of plants and animals. The one which is of positive character will be exposed more as compared to the negative. What is the mechanism of crossing over? If these are the homologous chromosomes, one is blue, other is yellow. These are the chromatids. Then the genes, you can see the genes over here, present over here. Next, what is happening? Breakage and crossing over is taking place. You can see here, there is a breakage over here, and at the same time, there is a crossing over taking place over here. Over here is a breakage and crossing over taking place. And this breakage and crossing over results into exchange of the genetic material. That is, the reunion of the two takes place and the exchange is complete. Now, what is this slide? No linkage, independent assortment. Now, here there are no linkage, so it's independently assorted. Independent assortment of two genes on two different homologous pairs of chromosome. This is one homologous pair of chromosome. This is the other homologous pair of chromosome. Now, in this pair of chromosome, what happens? See here, you can see here, this is A and this is B. This is an independent assortment taking place. Capital A from here, capital B from here. They're independently assorted with independently. They can go with each other. Capital A and small b from here, even they are independently assorted because they are not linked with each other. Small a and capital B, even they are coming together. Small a and small b, even they can come together. That means no linkage, so independent assortment has taken place. Linkage without recombination. Now, linkage between two genes on a single pair of homologous, no exchange occurs. What they're saying, linkage between two genes on a single pair of homologous, no exchange occurs over here. Now, here what they're saying, A, B, 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 and these are the alleles of each other. If you can see A, B, they are the same, their genes are present on same chromosome. Here also capital A, capital B, they are also present same chromosome. Small a, small b, they are present on same chromosome. Small a, small b, they are also present same chromosome. That is, there is no recombination. Here linkage is obtained. The genes are present close to each other. So there are no recombination taking place. There is no exchange genetic material taking place over here. That is what? Without recombination. So here linkage with recombination. What they want to say, linkage between two genes on a single pair of homologous exchange occurs between two non-sister chromatids. Now here they're saying they are non-sister. This is one chromosome, this is the other set of chromosomes. So this is what you are saying, these are the non-sister chromatids. We can see this peach color and this blue color. So those are the non-sister chromatids. Now here what is this showing the formation of gametes. Non-crossover gamete has taken place. You can see the capital A and capital B as it is, so there no crossing over has taken place. Here you can see crossover gamete. Here what you can see, small a and capital B, they are crossed over with each other. So crossing over gamete is formed over here because it is small a and capital B. And here capital A, small b. So capital A and small b, if you can see, again peach color is mixed with the blue color. That is crossover gamete has taken place. Here if you can see non-crossover gamete, that is a small a, small b are as it is without any crossing over between the two taking place. That is linkage with recombination has taken place over here. Fine. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you.